I mean, come on.
シン・ゴジラ
Alright, so, let's take a look at the tag, shall we? Like other movie monster series posing releases, the tags are going to have a nice border around them with Godzilla's name and year. We'll get all the usual trimmings on the back, and we'll get a nice silhouette of Godzilla on the inside, as well as instructions, which are pretty self-explanatory.
僕はセックス大好きいつもセックス毎日やりたいセックスチンコをマンコに入れた Go team!
So by the grace of gods, this is not exactly how this figure is meant to be shown off. But it is possible to get Godzilla in a standing pose and really only upping the filth factor. Dear God, that's even worse. So when it comes to applying Godzilla to the stand, unfortunately the image included on the tag of this calcified of a stand really isn't all that clear which is the front and which is the back. But since I am professional figure talkabouter Shinrob Jorgen, I just assumed the higher end goes in the back, the lower end in front, and then Godzilla just sits there, and for the most No! For me, it's in reverse. The higher end works better over here, while the lower end kind of just cradles the dorsal fins over here, and Godzilla stays on the stand much nicer. Yeah, he lays at a bit of an angle, but it's kind of like that on the tag, too. It's the ultimate reference point. I'm not saying you need to do it the way that I did it, but this way, it really does leave Godzilla rather vulnerable. So I'm going to assume this is how it's done. If it's not, I'm sure somebody will tell me in the comment section down below, and yeah, that's it. I mean, first off, we've got metallic silver dorsal fins. They look fantastic with the shiny paint on them. I really can't be mad. And the paint will follow through into the tail until about the mid portion, whereas the rest of the tail will be unpainted. It pretty much ends in the same place as the standard movie monster series Hedorah, so it kind of works out. As for why one's dark charcoal and the other one's gray, variance means something. So it is really cool to finally get a vinyl Hedorah with a messed up eye. I do so wish though that the detailing, or at least the coloring for that of the smogged out eye, would have differed from the base color of the figure. I don't know, maybe make it silver or gray or brown or something, because alongside the detailing, it kind of just looks like Godzilla's winking. Meanwhile, Homeboy's other eye is going to have a gigantic pupil and a lovely white eye. It's nice, it's cool. The detailing for Godzilla's head is exceptionally on point. It's gonna have the hamburger patty shaped head with the oh so fierce brows. Hedorah once again will have an open mouth with quite a lot of teeth, this time painted somewhat messily. I've got a couple of stragglers on my copy, but it's nothing that I'm going to take points off for. Moving on from there, Godzilla's skin is, as you'd expect, a tree bark-esque. It's nice. All of Godzilla's fingers will be painted. All 6 of his toes will be painted. And as far as the Godzilla offering goes with this figure, I'm not mad. I quite like it. This is very much a moment from Godzilla vs. Hedorah that has been memorialized in either memeitude or just that Godzilla can fucking fly now. People take this as if it's like this huge diss to the notoriety of Godzilla, yet in a couple of movies to follow this, he becomes cinema's first fucking Jedi. And up next, we have to talk about Hedorah, because this Hedorah is not just a 2021 Hedorah mold head glued to a Godzilla body. No, this is all new. And it starts with the head over here, as we do not have that cracked H-looking detail followed by paint on the top of its head. It's new, it's different. Hedorah is going to be sporting a very smoothened, almost hot nickel ball looking type detail for its head. DI! They fucking include Hedorah's ocular Holy fuck off Christ, they did. On both sides. Oh dear. Anyway, we are going to have one of Hedorah's tendrils wrapped around Godzilla's arm. It's a nice little detail and something that'll come back into play during articulation. And as we move further into Hedorah's semblance of a body, we are going to see red streaks, although this time they're actually going to be red and not off copper rusty orange, which is really nice. Yes, Hedorah is essentially a part of the greater mold of the figure and everything, but it still has a presence that feels mostly its own, and I do dig that. Now, of course, there is going to be some paint spillage from that of Hedorah to Godzilla in more than one place. But given what Godzilla had gone through up until this point, I don't mind it. And I do mind that we still don't have a skeletal hand on this thing, because I'm pretty sure Godzilla had a skeletal hand at this point in the movie, but I'm sure that'll be turned into a Bandai premium box set exclusive where we get a brand new version of Hedorah, be it via paint or mold, and we get the ultimate Hedogoji in the movie monster series with an uptick on the price and an extended waiting time. Unless you use from Japan. So overall, I give this figure a total and complete pass when it comes to paint and detail. I think it looks great. I think it's awesome. It's hilarious, and believe me, we'll get on into it very, very soon. But before we do, size comparisons. Off the stand, Flying Godzilla will be standing over 5 inches tall. Shokugan reaction. Double HG, Golden Era movie and Modern Day movie, Golden Era movie and Modern Day movie again, Godzilla Collection and Godzilla Earth plush toy, SH Monster Arts and Limited Premium King, more SH Monster Arts, finger puppets. Okay, I've held off long enough. Legion, if you're watching this, cover your ears. Papa's about to say the bad word. But Hedorah's giving Godzilla a smog job. Homegirl is deep within Godzilla's fucking tits. She might make it to friggin' China. Bro, Hedorah is so deep on the chesticle cheekies, they might find kissing Cape Barlow's treasure. Yes, the reference is appreciated, and I know it's not meant to look dirty, but somebody's getting their shit plowed right now. And unfortunately, it only gets worse once you get into articulation, because both the arms and legs are fully movable. Now, as already shown, Flying Godzilla can absolutely stand, and I imagine there's going to be quite a few eBay listings that show the figure off like this without removing the stand from the doggy bag. But it gets better, as since these legs can go all the way around, you can have Godzilla's legs up rather high. Yeah, this ain't looking too fresh on Godzilla's part, but even that gets a bit better once you lift him up. I mean, come on. Oh yeah, and look at all the details on the underside of Godzilla's feet. Very nice. Speaking of which, right here where Godzilla's legs would normally rest, you are going to get a bit more detailage for that of Hedorah's body, and it's going to be like that on both sides. And the legs really do cover up that unsightly seam over here. Granted, you're still going to see it where the legs aren't covering it, but it's much better once the legs are down. Oh dear God in heaven. Yes, the arms are also going to be articulated, revealing more details for that of Hedorah. And believe it or not, this arm is actually articulated. This just acts as a bit of a cradle for the arm. As the tendril on Godzilla's arm is not a full piece, it kind of just slots in together with that of Hedorah. More hidden details behind that of Godzilla's arm. Very nice, very cool. And no, that tendril doesn't fully wrap around Godzilla's arm, nor is it fully painted, but it's just satisfying to do. So all of the craziness and filth aside, it is nice that we do get fully articulated extremities from that of Godzilla. It's just a bit of a bonus that it ends up looking this insanely ridiculous. Now granted, there was really no other way to properly do this. I mean, the figure is meant to be showcased as if it's Godzilla flying, holding Hedorah like in the film, but it's kind of just the gift that keeps on giving. I know I already covered it, but I do think it's quite cool that they went back to the colorway from the original Movie Monster Series 68 figure and didn't continue on with the lighter gray of the modern day 71/68 figure. And while Flying Godzilla might not exactly be tall, it does have a very thick viscosity to it. And I mean, take a look at this reaction figure that Kaiju Canuck procured for me. My God, bro's almost thicker than the whole cage surrounding Hedorah. Yeah, I'll openly admit I just put this in here because I wanted to show this off because I haven't had a chance to. Thank you, Kaiju Canuck. I love it. Lewd nature aside, I think this is a rather strong Movie Monster Series posing figure. I do think more people were kind of looking forward to a version without Hedorah and having a heat ray attachable to the mouth or something to that extent, but I can't say I'm upset. I love and enjoy this figure, both for its own self-inflicted jokey remarks, and for the fact that a favorite moment from that of Godzilla vs. Hedorah has now been immortalized in an actual vinyl toy visage. And it makes me happy. Sure, Godzilla looks like he's getting his cheekies clapped. It looks like Hedorah is going full-on hardcore with the smog job. Yes, it looks like they're both coiled up in coitus and all that great shit, but it's still just a very nice figure to finally have, and I feel like Bandai really can't do much else with Godzilla vs. Hedorah, save for Aqua Hedorah and Petri Dish Kun Hedorah. I'm still waiting. I always will be. Anyway, I have been ShinRobJira. I do so hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all next Monday with a review of the Bandai Ultra Hero Series Ultraman Omega and the Bandai Ultra Kaiju Advanced Grime. Not Grime. Peace. Hedorah comes complete with a facial coat hanger.